Alright guys, welcome back again to more Trails Through Daybreak. And look what we have here. This is Aaron, right? Look at this guy, man. The amount of finesse dripping from this guy, man. It is, I don't know, man. It's so cool though. I love the picture. And I love that we have a new, a new menu per chapter, as per usual. But yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to seeing what we do next in the upcoming part we're about to do, because we got maybe a couple more side quests before we make it to the next mission. I don't know, but we'll see how it pans out. So if anything else, hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you again for the love and support. And here we go. Alright guys, welcome back. So right now, we're about to do, I believe, what you call, let me check the missions right now, what we have. Okay, blacking out blackmail. This is where we met, what's his name, Jess, at the restaurant that I didn't bother talking to him in.
Objective set.
Because I was too busy working on this mission. So now that we're done, let's go back.
Heading to the objective.
Alright, he should be upstairs. There you are, dude. Alright, I'm ready. Let's go. Hello, you're Jess, aren't you? Sorry, but mind if you refresh my memory? We're with Arkwright Solutions. You put out a request asking for our help, yeah? That's what we're here to talk about. Care to fill us in on what's going on? Wow, you really came after all. I mean, not that I doubted you guys or anything, but still. Anyway, you guys should probably sit down. It's gonna take me a while to explain everything. So, to give you guys a brief introduction, as you know, my name is Jess. I'm a singer and songwriter, if I can even really call myself that. I just started doing all of that pretty recently, so it's not like I'm famous or anything close to that. Wow, you can sing and write songs? That's so cool. I know there were people who could do both. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but thanks. Actually, maybe it's just me, but I feel like I've seen you guys around my neighborhood before. I think I recognize you too, as a matter of fact. Our office is located in Old Town, if that means anything to you. Oh, no kidding. That's where the three of us live. That's neat. Who else do you live with? I live with some friends I've known since we were kids. We all came up to Edith from the countryside and decided to room together. One of them is a guy named Raymond. He works at the flower shop. Oh, wow, you're friends with that dude? The other is Raymond's older sister, Carol. She works at the boutique. Gotcha. Good to know. And just to be clear, I promise not to go around talking to people about you guys or anything. This isn't exactly the sort of request I want Raymond and Carol to know about anyway, so it's really for the best. You wrote that you want us to remove your information from somebody's notebook. Could you go into a little more... I was gonna say, could you go into a little more detail, but alright, same thing for her. Sure, but before I do, I need to ask, have you guys ever heard of a guy named Giacomo before? Did you say Giacomo? You could say we know him, for better or for worse. Oh great, that saves me the trouble of having to explain who he is. Basically, the notebook I wrote about is this one he keeps full of material to blackmail people. Yikes. I knew that notebook wasn't good news based on the title of your request, but that sounds super bad. Can't say I'm surprised he'd have such a thing, but it doesn't put him in any better of a light, that's for damn sure. How'd you find out you were in his little black book? Well, once I started to make a name for myself doing music stuff, he ambushed me outside the concert hall one day. What he said really freaked me out. He told me that he knew my secret, and if I didn't want getting out to the wrong guy, I'd have to help him with his work. I haven't seen Giacomo at all since then, but I want that information scrubbed out of his notebook before he has a chance to do anything with it. That's despicable. It's one thing to play dirty on the battlefield, but threatening a private citizen is just low. Wait, hold on a second. Van, weren't you talking about Giacomo just the other day? Yeah, and for a reason our client might like to know, Giacomo's dead. I can't go into specific circumstances of what happened with someone like you, but I figured it's worth clearing up that much. Are you serious? I had no idea. Now I'm worried. If he's dead, what could have happened to the notebook? Ordinarily, something like that would be in the custody of the police. But this is Giacomo we're talking about. He wouldn't let one of the tools of his trade fall into the hands of the police so easily. My bet is he kept it hidden. Odds are about 50-50 as to whether the cops managed to uncover it or not. It's probably in our best interest to figure out where it's stashed or what's become of it. Sure, that makes sense to me. Even if the police might have it in their possession, I'd appreciate you guys going out and checking just to make sure. What do you say, Van? Are we gonna help him? I like how they keep asking, knowing full well that I went into this fully committed. Alright, let's go. Don't worry, we'll take the case. Our first stop should probably be Giacomo's 2 hideouts that we visited before. We should sift through them and see what we find. I'm sure the guy had other spots while he was alive, but with my luck, or with any luck, something will turn up and we won't have to go through any more trouble. That makes sense. We already know where the 2 hideouts are, so we might as well investigate them. Sounds good to me. I can't wait to see you guys do your thing. I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot by being a Spriggan. Once we come to some sort of conclusion, we'll be sure to contact you with whatever news we have. Until then, sit tight. We got you covered. Perfect. Thank you guys so much for doing this. You know how much I appreciate it.
Well, we're on the clock now.
Alright, let's go fast travel. Riverside. And I think it was underground. Yep, maintenance. I'm trying to remember if it was midpoint or depths, but let's try midpoint.
Then let's head over.
Oh, we're right there. Perfect. Yes. I heard something from the room ahead of us. There's people inside. Several people. Maybe it's Almada? I hope not. Nah, I doubt it. Probably just exactly who we want to see here. Let's head in. Hello there, officers. How you liking this spot? You come by here often? Hope you found what you're looking for. I should be asking you that question. What's a punk like you doing in here? And you brought a child along this time? There's a police investigation underway here. Civilians are not allowed on the premises. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. I just stopped by on a job. Guess you guys are looking for something too, huh? If you already know, then why are you asking? It's not like I tell you anything else either. Why don't you just go ahead and tell me the kind of job you're taking that brought you back here of all places? This doesn't have to be a questioning, though I don't mind taking you along to the station for an interview voluntarily, of course. Hey, whoa, hold up there. I ain't trying to pick a fight. We got our own business around here. What do you say I scratch your back and help you look for whatever it is you're trying to find? Who knows? Maybe an outsider's perspective will help things along better than you could, Inspector. And of course, we'll tell you about anything we find, no secrets here. I know we're asking for a lot, but please consider making an exception this time. Of course, we won't get in your way, Inspector. I can even go out and clean the waterway monsters so things are a little safer here. As in, you're gonna fight them? Damn it, kid. Maybe let me handle this one? Anyway, please. You can trust me a little on this one. You can trust me a little. If supervision would make you feel better, you can always have someone watch us. You're shameless thinking you can come in and just ask me to trust you, just like that. And yet the CID trusts you, if ever so slightly. I'd quite like to find out just what about you is worthy of that trust, assuming there's anything at all. Can we go in then? Yes, but if you so much as twitch in a suspicious way, I'll have cuffs on you before you even notice. Let's know if you find anything. Thank you so much, Inspector. Okay, excuse us then. Alright, let's go inspecting. Carpet pattern. Container scar. What else is here? Well, what is that? Hold on, what's this? Taco joint poster. Alright. Oh, maybe there's a code in the carpet. That's this funky pattern to it. That's an idea. Would be cool if it's true. One issue is we don't really have a way of knowing unless we get a clue about it. The container is damaged, but it doesn't look like it's a clue. I was wondering if maybe all these screws meant something. I get the thought process, but they look just like normal wear and tear to me. Let's keep checking around. Alright, what about the poster? It's a flyer for the taco stand. Come to think of it, we met Giacomo right in front of that taco stand. You mentioned he was a regular there, usually on Wednesdays. Tacos. I could go for a taco right now. I wonder what I should get. Their menu's on the back of the flyer, yeah? Very tucked in the taco stand flyer. I can't get it off. It's stuck to the wall. All I can lift is this corner. Oh, wait, hold on. Look, there's something written in the corner here. Is this a code of some sort? You're right. Good one there, Farida. Now let me take a look. Whoa, that's a long code. It's written in tiny letters on the back of the flyer. I have no idea what this means. Yep, no clue either. This one's not going to be an easy one to decipher. I'm going to need a key to decipher the code in the first place. Man, a taco flyer is whack place to put a code on. Dude must have been real hardcore about his tacos to come up with something like this. He did go every week. Yeah. Isn't it nice to see you three having so much fun in our crime scene? Well, did you find anything? I remind you that tampering with evidence is a crime punishable by law, but you might just look nice behind bars and in a prison suit. Hey, cool it there. We were just about to show you. Take a look for yourself. Giacomo left some sort of code in there. I do see that something's written, but are you sure it's a code? Sure? No. Not entirely decoded anyway. Alright. Guess you're not just all talk then. Hate to say it, but you did help in our investigation. Nice if I get to earn a favor from the cops, then that's a win in my book. I found what I was looking for, so we'll be leaving now. Hold up. Don't think you can play me for a fool here. I've got an idea as to what you're after. Let me ask you this. What will you do with it once you find it? Got no idea what you're talking about, Inspector. Don't play coy with me. We're all well aware of Giacomo had a thing for collecting information for blackmailing purposes. We've so far been unable to locate said information. It wasn't with any of his possessions. It's a safe assumption on our part that he might have had such hidden info somewhere in the city. That code might very well lead us to the least part of the information once solved. I know what you're on about, so let's not play any games here, Spriggan. Sorry, but I can't go talent on a client. I got a job to do here, and my own rules to stick by as a Spriggan. I have to put my client's wishes first and foremost. Whether it's in the best interest of the police or not, that's not really any of my business. Alright. But I'll keep an eye on you, and making sure you don't use Giacomo's secrets for anything problematic. You do, and I'll be more than happy to be the one to throw you behind bars. I think that's as much justification as I need. Regardless, thank you for your assistance, Arkwright Solutions. I'll pray to the gods that you continue being this cooperative with the police in the future. Yeah. Sorry for bothering you, and thanks. Thank you for your assistance too, Inspector. Okay. Still not sure this code's gonna take us to wherever this blackmail book is, but we gotta keep at it. Nothing else really caught my eye in this hideout. I don't think we're gonna find anything else even if we keep looking. Worst comes to worst, we can still check his other hideout. But it'd be real swell if we could figure things out here. We need a key to solve this, don't we? I didn't see any more hints. I don't know what to do. Maybe we're missing something, like in his hideout or something. There was his sofa, the liquor bottles, several containers. And there's the taco stand flyer where Fairy found the code. The taco stand flyer might be a lead worth looking into. He was real fond of that taco joint. Hell, the code itself was in the flyer. I don't think it's just a coincidence. That's not the kind of guy Giacomo was. He was very cautious. Let's go to the taco stand. Back to Riverside's, Riverside. Alright, hold on a second. We still have the depths to look into.
Off we go.
Okay, and then this one has the bricks, right? Here we are. This was one of Giacomo's old bases. Sure enough, it looks as though the police have already seized everything he left behind here. You never know. It's still possible they overlooked something. My thoughts exactly. Let's give this place a good comb over and see if we can find clues to whatever this blackmail book is. How many places? 3? Okay. The group examined the markings on the floor with scrutinous eyes, but nothing appeared to be out of the ordinary. I must have figured writing something on the floor would be too obvious. Let's try somewhere more out of sight, somewhere people would be likely to overlook. I like that idea. Let's try searching everywhere else then. Oh wait, hold on, what? Is it just me, or does this brick look different? Yeah, looks like it was made with a different kind of clay. Let's try poking around it just in case. Van gave the brick and all those surrounding it a light knock. The one that looks different sounds different too. It was a lot lighter. I've read stories where bricks are used as switches. I wonder if that could be the case here. Only one way to find out. I don't think we can outright remove it, but we can at least shift it around a bit. After moving the brick, they discovered that letters were written upon its surface. Oh look! Something's written on it! It says 203. Sweet 203. Let's put it back how it was before we think on it. I think I got it. The other code was number, and if we put them together, it says note. Like notebook. You're right. I thought it was number. Alright. It doesn't necessarily mean that this leads to the book we're looking for, but they are connected. That's a good start. Now we just need to solve the rest of the cipher. Maybe we'll be able to do that if we visit the taco stand in Riverside. Let's head on over there and see. Alright, let's go. Taco stand. I don't see taco stand here, so maybe I need to visit it.
Off we go.
They've got stalls set up along the river.
Oh, good stuff right here. The very best.
Here we go. So, this is the taco stand from the flyer, right? Yeah, let's see if it's got a clue for this code. Well, they all look really tasty. I can't decide what to buy. Hey there, girly. Menu's right here. Feel free to pick whatever catches your eye. Well, whatever. Might as well make an order while we're here. Wait, no freaking way. Oh, you're right. So that's what it means. Huh? Did you figure something out? I think the menu itself might be our key. You'll find the answer if you use the portion after the NO. Oh, the menu. I don't get it. Why not give it a try? Good chance any. It's really straightforward if you figure out the trick. Oh, I see. Okay then. I don't like that I'm the only one who hasn't figured it out anyway. I'll give it a shot. The menu is the key to decipher the code then. What came after NO was... There's 9 items in the menu. Red hot chili taco, green onion taco, and veggie salad taco. Beef and garlic taco, cheesy taco, and fiery fish taco. Just the lemon chicken, taco pulled pork taco, and the shrimp and bean taco. What's the solution? Horizon, zesty red, green fiery pulled beef shrimp, and taco. No, it's Horizon. I got it, it's Horizon. You start at the first letter and go down each item a number of letters equal to the number and take that letter. You got it. Good job nailing it in the first try. Well done, Fairy. That was easy. But Horizon, huh? Next step is figuring out what that means. The obvious answer would be the horizon, but I may be taking things too literally. Can always just ask. Hey, mind if I ask a quick question? What's the first thing that comes to mind if I say the word horizon? Oh, I know. Really? What is it? No big deal, really. The first thing that popped into my head was the apartment buildings across the river, called the Horizon Heim. The landlord stops by every now and then for some tacos. Hard to forget when they're always complaining about all the vacancies in the building. Got it. Thanks for the hint. Giacomo might have heard the landlord complain about all the vacancies. If he did, it makes sense he took advantage of the empty space to hide stuff. True. Shall we go look into it? Let's go. Alright. This whole time, huh? This guy has been crafty even after death. Wait, hold on. It's supposed to be here, right? So, this is Horizon Heim. After all our clues, I think room 203 is the most suspicious. Should we go inside it? was thinking about that, but I don't buy that the hiding spot's the building itself. It's too easy. Giacomo was the careful type. Wouldn't have wanted people to see him coming in and out of the building. And it must be outside. But then what's the 203 about? Figure it's gotta be this, right? Oh, the mailbox. Interesting. The drop slot for 203 is covered by transparent tape. Yep, probably because the room's not rented. However, the code suggests that inside are a little post box. Van tore the tape off the room 203 mailbox and took out the contents. Knew it. Here it is. So this is the notebook we've been searching for? A worn leather notebook. It certainly looks like it. Yeah, this thing's filled with personal info, photos, and newspaper clippings about all kinds of folk. No question, this is the blackmail material we just talked about. Where's just his page? Ah, here it is. Beneath the blue sky as you and I sit, listening to my strings, it occurs to me that these everyday moments with you mean everything to me. From ever letter you know... Ever or every? From every letter... forever letting you know the truth of my feelings shall abstain. More than just friendship locked away in my heart they remain. Though they may overpower me, forever I shall be a part of the flowery man that owns my heart. Is this a poem? No, these are lyrics. Oh, there's a comment taken from a discarded notebook. These lyrics, though they're nice and all, but what about this mixed in blackmail material? There's a photo here too. Ah, the photo shows Jess entering a business with a man's arm around his shoulder. His expression is guilty and full of shame. At a glance, it looks like he got suckered in by some shop's barker. No, really. All of this looks normal. What about this is blackmail? I'm not sure I'm right, but I may have an idea. Did you notice, Van? The song is talking about a man. Do you think that means... Yeah, we're thinking about the same thing. Oh, come on, don't whisper to each other. I want to know what you're talking about. We gotta run this by the client first. We don't got any proof anyway. Let's meet up with them and have them look at the contents of this notebook. And at the moment I saw the lyrics, I was like, ah, okay, that's what they're gonna blackmail him about. Alright, let's head back.
Taking off now.
Thanks for stopping by.
Alright, Jess, you need to confirm some stuff with us.
This Eastern cuisine is delicious.
It took some doing, but we managed to track down Giacomo's little black book. We found the information concerning you on this page here. Could you take a look at it and confirm this is what you want gone? Yes, this is it. This is the information about me that I absolutely don't want getting out at any cost. Is it alright if I tear out the page and photo and throw them away? Totally. Do whatever you want with them. They're yours now. Just proceed to tear the notebook page and photograph it to find pieces. I think I'll rest a little easier knowing that stuff isn't out there anymore. Although, no offense, if I'm being completely honest, I wish you guys hadn't ended up finding out about my circumstances. As for who those lyrics are about, well, I think I have an idea who it might be. I'll say this, there are plenty of people like you who live out in the open these days. You shouldn't feel like you have to keep that bottled up. Yeah, I know that. It's not like I would really mind if people in our society knew who I was. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm more trying not to ruin what I have in my childhood friends, if that makes sense. So if you guys could still keep all that to yourselves, I'd really, really appreciate it. Of course. It'd be bad for business if people thought they couldn't trust us with their personal details like that. Absolutely. We promise we'll maintain the strictest confidentiality about your case. I don't really understand what you guys are talking about, but don't worry. We'll never tell anybody about you no matter what. Thank you. I'm sorry it sounded like I don't trust you guys. I just needed that extra reassurance is all. Anyway, you guys can have the notebook back now. I'm not the only one in it, so I really shouldn't be the one to hold on to it. I'll let you guys figure out how to dispose of it if that's okay. No problem. I'm more than happy to handle that. I think that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for doing this. You don't know how relieved I am to have all this behind me. I'll deposit the money into your account soon. See you all at later. I'll say after. Alright, now to take care of that notebook once and for all. What a scary thing that notebook is. Are you planning to use it for yourself, Van? No way. Considering how Giacomo must have sourced that info, keeping it would be asking for nothing but trouble. I'm turning it over to the cops. It would be a good way to get them to owe us a favor, digging up something as valuable as this. It's always give and take with you, Van, isn't it? Hell yeah! From there, the party did exactly as Bannon suggested, submitting the notebook to the police station as key evidence in the murder case. They asked that it be delivered straight to Inspector Daswani, who would know exactly what to do with it.
All in a day's work.
Love to see it.
Reward deposited.
Alright. Gray and chaos, huh? That's the last of the first brigands. I can't smell anything out of place now. This would be a good time for a break, then we can take it easy after that. One additional free time point was added for completing all of the Force Brigands. Time Lord, look at that. Earned it.
This tastes great.
Alright, hold on a second. Station Street. Let's check this out.
Heading to the objective.
Alright, hold on a second. Let me do a quick save. Alright, hold on.
What's next?
Let me see what this is. The object of Anya's search. Anya's is looking long in the face. She seems to be looking for something. Maybe I should take a moment and talk to her. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay. Spend some time. Yeah, why not? Fans group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. I guess I'll keep looking. I can't give up here. Hey there. Funny seeing you here. You look mighty busy for someone who's supposed to be on a break. Van. Thank you for worrying. I was just passing by. Don't think too hard about it. Though since I'm already here, I can always be a good boss. Lend you an ear. Thanks, I appreciate it. So, as it happens, I lost an important book of mine somewhere around here. It's been weighing on me, so I've been coming back to look for it when I have some free time. What book did you lose? It's a copy of one of the Sunshine Anya's volumes. You might have heard about them before. Oh wow, I know those. It's very popular and still in print, so I could technically replace it if I wanted to. But the one I lost was the first edition print that I got as a gift from my parents 10 years ago. It's been with me for a long, long time. And I don't want to just give up on it. It's a special book to me. Yeah, I get it. A thing stops being a thing when it starts becoming special to you. You just can't give it up like that. Reminds me of when my favorite car's paint got scratched. Right. Though maybe you're not too far off. It's funny though. I hadn't paid that book much mind until now. I only realized that it was really important to me once I lost it, I suppose. So, any ideas of where it might be? Oh, were you gonna help me search? Sure. I know you're keeping it away from work and searching in your free time, but I still don't want to see my assistant down in the dumps and all. I don't work for free though, but I guess I can give you an employee discount. I appreciate it. But that said, I have no clue where it might be. I lost it the other day when I was out for a stroll. I was reading at the time. I retraced my steps multiple times and asked around all the stores, but there's no sign of it. But that leaves a few possibilities at least. Let's make sure I have a clear picture of things. Mind if we retrace your steps one more time? Not at all. It might help just having another pair of eyes on it. Who knows? Now, where do we start? Van and Anya's retraced the route that she previously took on her day off. Their search for the book led them across the city, including cafes, bookstores, and the subway. Unfortunately, time passed without them so much as finding a clue, let alone the book itself. I guess it's not going to turn up after all. I'm sorry, Van. I feel like I just wasted your time. Don't sweat it. I suggested doing all of this in the first place. We already looked in all the obvious spots. Might need to reconsider how we go about it. Do you think someone stole it? I've been trying to keep my mind off that possibility. It might look a little beat up, but we are talking about it's a rare first edition here. Maybe someone recognized it and just decided to snatch it. Could just be like that stolen wallet we were tracking down before. If that's the case, maybe we should talk to Mr. Yamai about it. I don't think contacting the police about it will help if it's been sold already. Don't go throwing in the towel yet. I got one more idea, so let's have a crack at it. Hey, it's Van. Long time no talk. My sister and I are tracking something down, and you might just be the right person to ask. Imagine this is it? Thank you. I'll check right away. Yes, this stain on the front cover is from when I spilled tea on it. So it's definitely your copy then. It has to be. I'm so relieved to finally have it back. I'd honestly given up on ever finding it. Just who are you? Let's just say I run a bookstore on the other side of town. Oh, how unexpected it was to have you call out for me. The answer to your troubles being right in my store's lineup. Maybe this is fate bringing us together. Hell no, just hearing you say that's already giving me goosebumps. But thanks anyway. I'll wire you some mirror later for your trouble. Don't worry so much about it. I owed you once. Let's call ourselves even. Well, I'll leave the two of you be. Thank you again. Dude has connections everywhere. What kind of relationship do the two of them have, I wonder? I'm really sorry for all the trouble helping me turn out to be, Van. Hey, like I said, I didn't do it for free. I'll cash in that favor when you're rich and powerful. Call it an investment in the future of one of my employees. Can't have you too bummed out about it. If you say so. I'll do all I can to deliver on your expectations then. I'm so glad to finally have my book back. What a coincidence that one of your favorite book protagonists has the same name you do. Or is that why you like it so much? It's a little embarrassing to admit it, but that's right. The reason why I asked my parents for it in the first place is because of the title. But that's just the start of it. The real reason why I treasure it so much is because I admire Anya's character so much. Really? Isn't she like a magician trying to blend in with society? Yes, but what I admire is her determination. She won't stop at anything to protect what she cares about, even if it's danger to herself. It's my comfort book. I'd always go back and read it whenever I felt like giving up. Then I convinced myself I was a magician just like Anya's and push on. Guess we were all children once. Though it might have rubbed off on her. She's very strong-willed herself for someone her age. Huh? Don't get the wrong idea. I don't pretend to be her anymore. Not what I was thinking, but anymore does mean you used to, yeah? Oh. Anyway, still got a bit of free time left. I think I got an idea about what you could pay me with. Why not show me what kind of sweets your students buy at the department store nowadays? I wouldn't count that as payment, but let's see. The two of them began a quick tour of the area in front of the station before their free time came to an end. After that, they returned to work.
I still have a lot to learn, so don't be afraid to point anything out.
Ooh, okay, so that's how that works. Anya's connection stage went up, allowing you to learn something new about them. New connection stage, consider it assistant. ADF plus 10. And I get a little bit. Boo. I got two more then. Let me use it up before we do anything else.
What's next?
Okay, let's do Farida's new life. It's been only a little bit since Farida moved out here, but I don't think she's gotten quite used to things yet. It doesn't look like she's even got her daily necessities yet, so I should probably lend a helping hand. Begin. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. I feel kind of small when I'm in this part of Edith. It's so big. But why are we here? You've been living here for a while, but you still don't have everything you need to make yourself comfy here, right? I'm your boss, so I figured I should pitch in and help with that. Thank you for being so kind. Anya's helped me buy some bare minimum necessities for my own room, but you're right, I'm still missing a lot of stuff. I still have some mirror left for my move, so I'd like to buy some more things. You should do that then. Last thing I want is your dad yelling at me for not taking good care of you. You should be able to buy just about everything you could want in this part of the city. Let's start with the Orbital store first. Got it. I've been here before, but it's always overwhelming how many orbments they have. Right about what you'd expect, to be honest, since this is one of the biggest Orbital stores in the whole country. You want to look at the household orbments first? You can even try haggling the price down a little on the expensive stuff so it's more reasonable. I was actually hoping to look at a night vision goggles for combat and the dark and security cameras. We need to make upgrading our office defensive capabilities top priority so I can keep you and Anya safe. No, we don't. Maybe let's just start easy and look at the Zypha maintenance kits. I mean, she has her priorities in order though, so that's for certain. It's a lot of stuff you got there. I guess I was planning on making some field rations for everyone. Mine are quite popular back home, so I thought they might be useful. I mean, I'm not really planning to take on any jobs that'll have us living out in the jungle for weeks. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious about them. What ingredients do you use? A little bit of everything. Assorted grains, dried fruits, chocolate. As well as a few other things you'll enjoy more if you don't know what they are. That is not reassuring me in any way you think it does. I'll let you try some of the rations when they're done. You can give me your feedback then. I'm not putting anything in my mouth until I know what it is. Smart man. This is the gun shop. I've heard good things about the woman that runs it. Yeah, probably gonna be your favorite spot considering your rifle blade. I wonder if the gunsmith here could take a look at it. Thanks for waiting. There's a set of rifle blade maintenance tools and 2 cases of ammo you asked for. Thank you. Yep, you could go for more combat stuff today. Of course, it should always be top priority to be stocked up in combat supplies. I do have something else I want to ask about. Do you repair rifles here? Oh, of course. Why don't you let me have a look at it if you got it with you? It's this one. I had a feeling that's what this was about. It's Ida's rifle. The Eisenchild ended up entrusting it to me after what happened, but it's damaged pretty badly. She must have pushed it too much. I'd really like to have it repaired though. I can tell just by looking at it that its owner really knew what they were doing. It's got some heavy customization, basically squeezing it dry of all power it had. Usability be damned. That also means a bunch of parts here aren't available on the mass market. Yeah, Ida mentioned it was a special model she had since before joining the Eisenchild. I take it that's a nice way of telling us it's too much for you to handle. Unfortunately, you're right on the money. I hate to disappoint, but I'd rather be upfront about it. Please don't apologize. I'm happy that I got an expert's opinion. Thank you very much. I'm sure I'll be back again soon. It's a shame she couldn't do anything to fix it. It's okay. I had a feeling this would happen. A Jaeger's weapon is their battle partner. It makes sense no one would know it as well as she did. But I'll keep it in mind anyway. Maybe we can find some other way to fix it. I take it you don't know of any other places you could try, like the core you're from. Oh shit. Yeah, I can't go and ask them now that they disowned me. Besides, Ida was like a big sister to me. I wouldn't like to just pass the duty on to just anyone. Makes sense. Heard Fairy's not the only sister she left behind. She had someone else back in her old haunt, Zephyr too. Well, thanks for coming around with me today. I'll do my best to pull my weight around now that I'm working for you. Just don't work yourself too hard, kiddo. With their shopping and their break time over, the two of them return to work.
I'm going to need your help if I'm going to become a real warrior one day.
Speed +5. Awesome. I think I got one more. Alright. Let's do more shopping. And this is for you, or Yume. Paulette's going out shopping for the restaurant. She's always been such a big help, so maybe I'll return some of her kindness if I can make some time. I got time. Last one. Thanks for helping out, Van. You don't know how much I appreciate it. Hey, no problem. That's what neighbors are for. I know you've got a lot to buy and could use a helping hand. I'm always happy to help. Can I go with you guys? I want to come too. Alright, but you have to help us if you're gonna come, okay? And don't go wandering off. Okay. Yay! Shopping! We're gonna go shopping! We got a few places to visit today. First, I gave you a bit of a loyal customer discount, Paulette. Thanks for always shopping here. Van, I trust you're not gonna make her carry it all back to the restaurant, right? Be a gentleman. I am. That's what I'm here for. You didn't have to do that, Brenda. You already gave Yumi that candy the last time we came here. That was so yummy. Thank you so much. You're so polite for your age, Yume. I'm impressed. And don't you worry about it, Paulette. This is just my way of showing you thanks for making this neighborhood a better place to live in. I mean, just think about how long you've been coming here since before you left home, really. Though I guess you've been working at Montmartre for a while now. Hope you haven't gotten bored. I don't think I could. I grew up with just Dad around, so it's always been home for me. Him and his cooking. Wouldn't give that up for anything. A pleasure doing business with you as always. I'll throw in some seasonal fruits from Orate on the house. Hope you enjoy them. Ooh, these look really tasty. I appreciate the offer, but I couldn't possibly take these without paying for them. Of course you can. Think of it as a loyalty bonus. I'd also like to spoil my favorite little Yume. Yay, I'm her favorite. Ow, pipe down. You're killing my eardrums here. Children are just so full of energy, aren't they? I remember when you returned with her in your arms all these years ago. I was quite worried back then. Huh? But I see now there was no cause for concern. You got a good head on your shoulders. And you're a stronger spirit as well. Imagine I got the former from my mom and the latter from my dad. They continued their shopping spree for a while before making their way back to Old Town. Grandpa, I'm back. Hey, there's my little Yume. Aren't you going to ask about her and me, I mean? You must realize by now, we're not the most ordinary family, right? I can't imagine you of all people wouldn't have noticed. Hey, what kind of guy do you take me for? I'm not that insensitive. I know better than to go sniffing around a woman's private business. I didn't mean it like that. We've just known each other for a long time now. I feel a little bad keeping things from you. Don't be. It's nothing to feel sorry about. If you want, you can just think of me as repaying me the favor. You guys didn't grill me for details when I first rented out the floor above yours. There was no questions asked, and I really appreciated that. I'm not gonna go dig into someone's personal affairs if they don't offer the info up first. Call it a personal policy. Right. I've always known you to be a rather discreet and considerate man. Thank you so much, Van. A lot of so muches coming around here. I'm doing just what any decent guy should. But if it makes a pretty woman like you happy, I ain't gonna complain. I was talking about our errand running just now. Were you? Well, don't take your word for it. Mommy, Van, what are you doing? Come on. We're coming, sweetie. If you still have time before you have to return to work, then let me brew you some coffee on the house. Never gonna say no to that. So that's not her real daughter. Although, she's a great person for taking her in. After the brief coffee break, Van reunited with the others and resumed work. Okay.
That was fun. Let's play again, Van.
Nice. Wow, HP 100. Let's go. About there. About there. Alright, so now we know how these versions of bonding points work. I didn't quite understand at first, but they gave me the... Wait, what?
What's next?
I used it all up.
They call it an orbital path.
Is it saying I still have one more?
A droplet of paradise can can
whatever.
intoxicate more than the sweetest of wines. Discover the inebriating
What's over here?
world of show business in Sober Curious.
Oh, the Bracer Guild.
What are you doing here?
Arkride, you made it. I called him over to hash out some important business.
You heard the man. Quit glaring daggers at me. It's good to see you again. Same to you. Let me guess, you're working again today. And then there's this one. Oh, right. My name is Farida Al-Fayed. I work with Anyas and Vant now. I'm still learning the ropes, but I'll take on any job, no matter how dangerous. Here we go, the judgmental look. Come on, you think I had a choice in this? Besides, it's plain as day she ain't your average kid. Are you a Jaeger by any chance? Yes, I'm from the Warrior of Kruga. Well, until I got kicked out, that is. I see, so you were involved in what happened in Craig. That's just a topic I was hoping to discuss. Mind filling us in on what went down? Alvis' story was full of holes. I'll tell you what I can, but nothing about my clients. That explained the nightmare that unfolded in Creel, though he naturally left out details such as the Genesis. Or Genesis. That Walter's just full of surprises. Well, a friend of yours, right? Heard you used to run together with your title stuff. Your info gathering served you well. We trained under the same master until Walter lost his boy over 10 years ago. But that's enough about me. It's interesting that the society sent an enforcer after A's people. Agreed. I could have easily seen them joining forces at some point, though that seems out of the question now. Far as I know, the society's been quiet the last year or so. Guessing you guys are still chasing them? They're always a concern, but we can hardly prioritize them over Almada right now. All that aside, I'm curious how deceased Jaegers were able to get up and move around. Your bracer buddy was seeing things. None of that happened. Don't try that with me. There were sightings of monsters behaving strangely too. And Alvis isn't our only witness. A police officer on the scene also saw the Eisenchild leader I'm sorry. That was very insensitive of me. Well, I'm sure you got your reasons for keeping quiet. We're up to ears in work as is, so it's not like we can help out with whatever you're dealing with. Maybe it's about time to call in some backup. Oh? Bracers from the other Calvardian branches, I presume? Actually, no. We're so short-staffed nationwide that branches are already sharing personnel to get by. We've been toying with bringing in someone from another country to help ease the load. Unfortunately, whether they can come or not is still up in the air. So for the time being, I'll just have to dump as much work on you as you can take. Bucko, we got plenty to deal with already, you know? Don't worry, I'm with you guys now, remember? Farida, please take care of yourself. And Van, from now on, I'll be sending your task straight to your Zypha via orb mail. If an emergency happens, I may need to call. Don't ignore me if I do, alright? Sure thing. Okay. Sure.
Come on, I'm begging you.
Alright, I think now we can finally do, the next quest. Satan. Okay, we wrapped up our other work here. Suppose it's time to go handle the CID's job. If you choose to proceed, the main story will advance. When this happens, you will no longer be able to move freely around town. Alright, you know what? This is a good time to end it here for today, guys. If anything, I'm actually feeling pretty worn, but we'll continue on again in the next one, and from there, we'll actually start on the main story, so it all works out. So, if anything else, thank you again, and I'll see you all in the next one.